Hi, Andrew from Ascend Fitness here today to talk to you about exercises for back pain. Back pain is something that most of us experience at some point in our life. In fact, about 80 to 85% of us will have at least one major episode of back pain. And out of that 85% of us, about a third of us will become chronic and have some form of chronic back pain for the rest of our lives. So those numbers aren't great. So what do we do about it? If you Google exercises for back pain, you'll end up with everything from walking, swimming, yoga, child's pose, bridges, squats, a lot of stuff and no specific direction for which width to go. So how do you choose? What do you do? Or is it trial and error? Try some stuff, see if it works. If it doesn't, and if it makes things worse, don't do that. Maybe do something else. You don't know. So as a health professional, I get asked, what's the best exercise for back pain? And it's a simple answer that I can answer without hesitation, and that's the Eldoa. The Eldoa are specific exercises developed by a French osteopath named Guy Voyer that designed to create a fixed segment and a mobile segment in order to pull two joints or two bones apart and create space within that joint. It's done through creating tension throughout all the myofascial lines of tissue through our body to create this specific posture designed to, when in the spine, if we're talking about back pain, to pull the two vertebrae apart. And why is that important? Why would you want to pull two vertebrae apart? Main reason is because most people's pain, when it comes to low back pain, is disc in nature or has some sort of disc injury involved in it. And the disc itself, if it herniates or if it bulges, it pushes on a nerve, pushes on other tissues, and it can cause a lot of problems. If you go to other health professionals, they may ask you to do certain exercises that are designed to bring you into some extension in order, the hopes of bringing that disc back within its space. The big problem with those exercises is that they forgot one little rule, and that one little rule is Pascal's law. Pascal's law is a law of fluid dynamics, which roughly states that in incompressible fluid within a container at rest, if pressure is applied to any place on that container or any space in that container, that the water is going to move out in a uniform direction and equal in all directions, regardless of where you put the pressure in that container. And that's a problem because if you're doing extensions that decrease the space of the container, you're going to push the fluid out. And guess what? That disc is fluid. So it's going to push out. It's not going to go back in. So there's a little bit of a misnomer there. So what do you need to do? You need to pull apart. And that's where the Eldoa come in, because it's the only exercise that I'm aware of that allows the practitioner, self-applied, to create tension above a joint and tension below a joint and to pull that joint away to create space within that joint. And in the case of the low back or in the neck or other places in the spine, this would serve to then allow the disc to retreat a little more back within the annulus or the outside of the disc within the space between the vertebrae. So if you're interested in these techniques, these Eldoa, you can join us 10 a.m. on Saturdays here at Ascend Fitness Studio in Westmont. Every Saturday we have an Eldoa class. And then upcoming on April 11th through the 13th, we have an Eldoa certification seminar, 3 days designed to teach you all the Eldoa of the spine so that you can help your clients, if you are a healthcare professional as well, or a fitness professional, and help your clients improve their life.